morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is Miss Williams. We've got one Miss Williams, and we've got the teacher, Miss Williams, and the author, Miss Williams.
Oh, it's so lovely to see your adorable faces. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to talk to you today. And I'm also so excited you guys have done like research on me already. So I can't wait to share with you. Thank you. So I was very much raised in a culture and then was like going to school and making friends and feeling like this culture clash of the American identity versus my Jamaican identity. And one thing I really loved growing up is reading sci-fi and fantasy books. I don't know if any of you out there are also fantasy lovers, but I love stories where, yeah, I see some hands raising. I love stories where the character is like finding this magical destiny or discovering they have powers to save the world. And I just always was eating up those books, but feeling like, where is my identity reflected in this kind of story? We can talk about some things and maybe some themes get stirred up, and you can see like, what's the story that's inside you burning to get out.
We're learning right now about Black Lives Matter movement, and we're learning about enslaved people in this country, and we're studying Kadir Nelson, and we've read stories about Nelson Mandela. And I know, at least in my class, my girls are outraged, as am I. And how do we take these stories that make us feel so outraged, so angry, so upset, that are so unfair with the things that are happening, and turn them into art?
So we're going to talk about some ways that we can represent these themes through story, through kind of like movement media. And then we definitely don't want to have any curse words, any violence, overt violence. Again, through storytelling, there's ways to be artful if there's things that you want to show that might be triggering to an audience, or too high of a maturity level for who you're trying to have digest your art form. So if you want to indicate that there's like violence happening, so for example, if you're wanting to use the theme of Black Lives Matter and you want to indicate police violence, how can we do it without actually showing violence on the screen? How can we do it symbolically? How can we do it through?
I go over to see my brother, and then when the weekend's over and I have to come back home, I feel all lonely because I don't get to see him again.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And as I was saying before, like, some ways you can show themes are through setting. So for example, that could be a story that you're showing, that the movement and the leaving from one setting and being with one character to another setting. You could show like that growth of the loneliness, like the further you get away, like the more you're filled with blue sadness. By the time you arrive at the house, your whole body is blue. And that could just be like, even without words, showing the theme through symbolism, because I know all of you are powerful forces. I can feel it from your questions, from your attention, from your focus.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yodassa. Thanks, Miss Williams.